it's another exciting episode on Find Your Alpha podcast. And today we're talking music, creativity, business, entrepreneurship. I don't know, take your pick. My guest today is the co founder of the Africa Creative Market, but he's also known as a music man. He's also known as a production man. He is all kinds of things. And I think he's probably the best person to introduce himself and tell you who he is, what he does, what he's about. You know, these conversations are really about the essence of my subjects, the essence of my guests, what's core to them, and what message or impact they want to leave within the creative community space that they serve. So please welcome Bada Akintunde.
So about the most impressive intro.
Is it?
Yeah, I've heard it in a long while. But thank you, and it's a pleasure to be with you. My name is Bada Akintunde Johnson. I'm co-founder of Africa Creative Market, as she said, but I'm also country manager for Paramount Africa in Nigeria. Yeah, and all of my professional life, I've worked in media, in marketing communications, and I've worked also in music. So I think, yeah, that's a summary of my journey.
So I got it.
Yeah,
It's a music
you were
man,
right.
production
You're
man,
right. You're right.
businessman.
Yeah, absolutely.
You work with, I guess, all kinds of creative people, and with your experience that you have across different sectors of the community and the creative space.
Yeah.
What do you think is like the common thread of whether it's misinformation, whether it's misaligned opportunities, whether it's even a case of I haven't really identified what I want to do within this space. Like, what is that common thread that you've seen amongst these different spaces within the community?
Well, I'll say the common thread on the positive side is a lot of great energy. It's a lot of desire, passion. It's the can-do spirit of the average Nigerian, and by extension African, because across the geographical divides on our continent, the passion is the same. Everywhere I've been, from Rwanda to Zambia to Zimbabwe to Ghana to Uganda to Tanzania, Ghana, everywhere, the passion is the same. Our people are hugely talented. Africa is, as you know, the world's youngest continent, and the young people of our continent are very, very talented, gifted people, and people who have great confidence in themselves and their abilities. And on the other side, the negative side, it's missed opportunities. Missed opportunities because of the lack of structures and systems to support them, lack of critical things like financing.
Yeah. Policy.
So, yeah, put the right policies, the enforcement of those policies where they exist or lack of. So, if these things were present, Africa will be the entertainment and culture capital of the world without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
But I think the heart-lifting thing is, in spite of or despite the absence of all these critical structures and systems, the can-do spirit, the resilience of the African still, comes through. It's why we still get mentioned in the important
In the
culture
important
conversations
culture conversations
across the
yes.
world. There's a
Yeah.
reason why Afrobeats now has its own category at the Grammys, at the VMAs, and at the EMAs, and the biggest music platforms in the world. It's a reason why Burna Boy, Whiskey, Davido, Kiss Daniel, and all these guys are selling out arenas and selling out stadiums.
In international spaces.
Yeah, across the world. Is the reason why Afrobeats is on the lips of people from the most far-flung places in the world now. I was watching a documentary the other day. A German football player was being asked when he was doing his first media duty at his new club what his best music was, and he said, "Oh, generally Afrobeats is, and his best artist is Burna Boy." The guy is German, never been to Africa.
I've even seen videos of people in outside the country singing a Shake song, lyric for lyric,
Absolutely.
word for word, and it's
yeah.
like, yo, I don't even know the words.
yeah, it's incredible what we've done in spite of.
In spite of.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about the business of creativity.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's a huge market. Are we tapping enough of the potential of the creative markets, whether you're speaking as a country,
Yeah.
or even as a continent. And on the creatives side, on the side of the creatives as well, are they are they equipped enough? Are they equipped enough to be able to function as a business within the creative economy?
Certainly not. There's a lot of opportunities to upgrade, to elevate, to scale that we're not tapping into. The game is global, the standards are global, so we can't be satisfied with the wings that we're enjoying, the attention that we're commanding.
Yeah.
We've got to recognize that there's so many levels to kick onto, and some of the things holding us back are things that we have to collectively identify, assign roles and responsibilities for fixing them, and keep those people or those entities honest until they are fixed. So, for instance, I say, if you take music as a typical example, individuals are not going to provide the security that a Burna Boy or a Whiskey require to go play a show
Yeah.
in a stadium in Kano, in Sokoto, in Maiduguri.
Yes.
It's not their
It's
responsibility.
not.
They're also not going to build concert venues because nowhere in the world do artists. It's not Chris Brown who built the Madison Square Gardens
Yeah.
in New York. So between government and the corporate world, there's got to be the necessary collaborations to enable, to
Yeah.
provide the enabling environment for our creatives to shine through optimally. They are shining, yes, but there's so many levels to get to that unfortunately they will not be able to get to or go near if these critical structures and systems
Are not
are
in
not
place.
in place.
Yeah.
So in terms of capacity building, which is one of the reasons we said to create a platform like this that focuses on just enabling the right conversations, that at least create awareness around and about what is possible,
What is possible
and then give people the opportunity to potentially self-develop along those lines of the gaps that they recognize that they have.
that they have?
And then, yeah, when they are equipped with those skills, it shows in their work. It shows in the quality of their work.
It
On the
shows in the
business side,
output.
yeah, it shows in the
Yeah.
output. It shows in the sort of deals that they are able to do, the way that they position the work. I know a movie producer who's been working on a film for about a year now or more. And a week ago, I checked in with him. And he said to me, I was expecting him to say, "Oh, my premiere is fixed for this date." And he said to me, "I'm reshooting more than half
Of what
of what I've
of
done
what I've
because
done.
I want to sell to some of the biggest studios in the world. And I don't think that is quite there yet."
Right.
And I have seen some of it. I've seen the trailer has been out for some time now. I dare say it is world class. And when I heard that, I was so excited because I see that people get it now. People
Right.
are recognizing the fact that good is the enemy of great. It's not good enough to be good because you can be great.
Yeah.
So the standards, like I said, are global, and our people have to recognize that and identify what the gaps are, collaborate, leverage one another's strength, and continue to just push and push and push until they become great. Because, as they say, the sky is not the limit.
It's not the limit,
It's the
it's the
stepping
starting
stone.
point,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
even maybe the stepping stone.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking to, I had a previous guest who mentioned the word global.
Yeah.
Right, you think globally, but you're
Yeah.
also creating
Locally
for
relevant stuff.
creating and conceptualizing for a local community,
Audience, yeah.
a local audience that is also global as
Global,
well.
yeah,
Because
absolutely.
regardless of when Nigerians are everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, Nigerians are everywhere, and Nigerians are exposed to the best produced materials in the world. So they're not going to lower the standard simply because the producer is a local person.
Yes.
No. As I said, the palate is already used to consuming the best produced stuff in the world.
Yes.
So it will reject anything that is
That is
undercooked
under par.
or not good enough, doesn't have the right ingredients in there. They're not going to make excuses for you. So yeah, the platforms are global now. Look at the streaming platforms.
Yeah.
You have Nigerians who are in their millions, great fans of K drama. The other day I saw a K-pop store in Lekki.
What?
Yes,
Is that deep
huge
now?
merchandise being moved every day.
Oh my
People
word.
going to buy merchandise of their favorite, Korean artists and all that. I would love in a short while to be able to see a replication of that in those parts
In
of the
those
world
parts of
where
the world.
Afrobeat artists, Nollywood actors and actresses are moving units of merchandise from New Zealand to Japan to Vietnam,
Wow.
wherever. Yeah.
Wow. That
Though,
is interesting. I have
yeah,
to go check it out because
yeah.
one of my really, really close friends, she's a die-hard K-pop consumer. Let me
Yeah.
just put it that way. Or
Yeah.
maybe even an addict. So yeah, that's very interesting piece of
Yeah.
information. So let's talk a little bit about what Paramount is doing in Africa, and I guess maybe within our space for Nigeria. Like, what exactly is the goal? How are you engaging the community? What sort of opportunities are there for Nigerian filmmakers to take advantage of?
So first, Paramount Global is the company that I work for, and Paramount Global is the parent company of Paramount Pictures, but also channels like MTV, MTV Base, the Nickelodeon channels,
Right.
BET, and Comedy Central.
Okay.
So what we've been doing over the last 19 years on the continent is to deliver top quality entertainment to over 100 million uh, TV households in major
Okay.
markets in Africa. Our main markets being South Africa and Nigeria, but we reach households across over 30 countries actually on the continent.
Okay.
Of course, MTV Base is the continent's number
It's the
one
home.
music and lifestyle channel, the home of
It's been home
Afrobeats.
for a long time.
Yeah, Nickelodeon as well, the continent's number one kids and family channel, and we continue to push the envelope and break new barriers, break new grounds in those spaces in terms of programming, in terms of content production, in terms of collaborating with talent and putting talent at the forefront. We've just finished another execution of the Video Music Awards, for instance,
Yeah.
where
The
Tyler,
VMAs.
the VMAs, Tyler won the Afrobeats category. That was our execution. So we continue to elevate the story of the African, and we continue to reimagine, the philosophy of what being an African represents, and we
Right.
continue to project the best stories out of Africa to the rest of the world and making Africa cool. So yeah, that's always been at the forefront of our work and continues to be in terms of our offerings extending beyond linear TV, extending beyond traditional media.
Yeah.
Paramount Plus is now available on the continent as streaming service. There's a lot of work going into that as well. I would, continue to iterate as we go into the future.
Is there anything that you can share about Paramount Plus?
Nothing specific yet. Yeah, nothing specific yet, but so many things in the works, which the company will announce as time, as time goes by. Yes.
You're slippery. You're slippery. No, I mean, look, we have all these different platforms coming into Nigeria, coming onto the continent. We have those that are coming, those that have left, those that are
Yeah.
sort of thinking, should we stay? Filmmakers need a place to showcase their work, and there's always these questions around what is this platform offering? How can I be a part of it? And even if they are offering something, how can I access it? So I mean,
Yeah.
it's really a question about access.
Yeah.
You've, I'm sure, been in conversations around how filmmakers can, or let me just even say content creators, regardless
Yeah.
of whether you're shooting a film
Or a documentary,
or a documentary,
yeah.
whatever it is, how content creators can access resources,
Yeah.
can access funds, can access, the training and the technology, the technical expertise
Yeah.
and information to scale
Yeah.
beyond even the continent of Africa.
absolutely.
And so, like, what are some of those lessons or some of those, I would say
that are available.
opportunities that
Yeah,
are
yeah.
available? Yeah.
So from an Africa creative market standpoint, right? There's a project that we're announcing soon that I can give you an inkling into, which is a huge content development project with a training component attached to it, which the US government is funding. Filmmakers in their thousands will be benefiting from the training, development side of it over the next couple of months, after which the working professionals who've come through the training now have an opportunity to collaborate on a 13 episode drama series project.
Right.
Yeah, one of the biggest in terms of investment that the continent has seen in a while. So that's exciting for the continent, because the selection process is catering to all the geopolitical zones in Nigeria.
Yes.
People in Abuja, in Kano, in the southeast, and south would have the opportunity of getting picked to go through that training, and in their thousands, as I said, and getting trained by some of the most accomplished professionals within the industry in Nigeria and internationally. So that's something to be excited about.
Yes.
And that's something that we're also hoping to scale into the future to be able to do more. The thing is, if you train or you introduce a professional to a new level of how to do what they do, even if you don't exactly employ them right after, what it means is that they gravitate towards the top of the pool,
Yes.
within which they play. And work budgets always move in the direction of the top guys. So by so doing, you increase their employability.
You do.
And increase their revenues as well. So at the minimum, that's what that training will do for everybody that gets involved. But also it's to connect them to jobs more frequently through our own pipeline.
Yes.
So beyond that 13 episode drama series, there are other projects that I'll be announcing as we go along.
As you go along.
So yeah, but the starting point is to bring working professionals together and fix some of the gaps that they have, and to bring them at par with their contemporaries and peers from the most developed film markets in the world.
Awesome. Well, Bada, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
This is Find Your Alpha podcast, right? And so I have a question that I ask all my guests, either at the beginning, somewhere in the middle, or right at the end of the conversation. And that question is, what makes you alpha? And I'm not talking in the surface level conversation of I'm an alpha male. No. What makes you alpha? What is that thing that makes you alpha?
I think it's my connection to the people. The Africa creative market, for instance, exists for the sole reason of connecting with people, getting a much deeper understanding of them, understanding where to meet them at their pain points, how to help, how to facilitate for them opportunities. So it's people. It's people, really. I walk around, I see all the sessions going on, I see the people sitting down. I don't see just heads.
Right.
I see families. I see talent. I see
futures,
stories. I see journeys, and I see how this adds a little something to push people further along on their way. There's no one holding a magic wand anywhere, but whatever opportunities we have to help people just a little bit as they go along on their journeys, it's a priceless privilege and an opportunity that makes me energized, makes me want to get out of my bed every morning and go out there and just do that little bit that I can do to help people and to help myself as well.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
I really love when I speak with people and you can just tell when they're speaking from their core, and because it's not a question that I've prepared you on, you really have to think about, what makes me alpha? And the only way to sort of express that is basically what's your value, what's your core, what's your principle, what gets you going, what keeps you going as well. Yep. And thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching, and see you in the next podcast.